All right, good morning, everyone. Welcome to Supermarket Prep. I hope everyone's having an amazing morning. Hopefully, you guys had an incredible day yesterday. Good morning, Peter. How are you doing today?
Hey, good morning, Carlos. I am doing good. Had an exciting morning so far today. Looking forward to this market open. Went to play tennis this morning at the parking lot of the tennis club. There was like a Ford Expedition that was clearly stolen and dumped there. The tires were all shredded on one side, and it had like no plates and dealer stickers in the window, and somebody stole that thing and dumped it. So, anyways, that was.
Where were you? Were you in Hunts Point, Bronx, New York, man? What are you doing?
No, man, I'm in like suburban Canada. Like we're in the west end of Ottawa. That's why it's so exciting. This type of thing doesn't happen around here normally. So anyways, yeah. It's so, and then the guy from the city comes over and says, "Don't worry, I already called it in. It looks suspicious to me. The cops will be here soon." And they're like, "All right." So
most action he had probably all week. I bet it was exciting.
Yeah, it certainly was. So anyways, all right. But it's cold out here. What is going on, man? This weather is crazy.
Yeah, we're feeling it here too, man. Yeah.
5 degrees Celsius, which is about what, 40 maybe Fahrenheit. Like, it is cold. It's like it's not mid-May weather.
Yeah, it is a little bit on the cooler side. Even down here, woke up this morning, was like under 60, like 55 something. Like, wait a minute, it's a little chilly, but yeah, that's what it is. Friends, good morning, everyone. Good morning over on YouTube, also in our chat. Good to see you guys. Quick look at our gappers list this morning, see what we got going on here. A lot of green on the screen. Some of the names you know very well. They've been on our list quite a bit, but man, stealing the show today is the Quantum. QBTS, QUBT, these guys are just rocking. Rigetti, IonQ, I mean, you name it, they're up. They're up big this morning. QBTS alone up 20% today. So crushing it this morning, as you can see here. So we'll see what's driving those tickers. Coreweave as well, another one that's doing very well, up another 2.8. So yeah, a lot happening there. Nothing in the red this morning, and the market's a little change to the downside. So kind of flat start for the day. We'll see what else develops. But right now, looking pretty good for quantum stocks, at least for the most part. Peter, let's go to our US economic calendar. What do we have for today?
Yeah, no real economic events today, but we have a ton of Fed speakers. They're really hitting the talking circuit. I'm not sure if they're trying to sway public opinion. They just happen to have public speaking events, or what's going on. But yeah, it seems like all the Fed speakers are. And these aren't even all of them. There's a couple of others that are happening after the market close. So yeah, if none of these, typically they do not affect market movement. So, but it's just interesting that they're all out there speaking. So clearly trying to get a point across. I would suggest, I guess, if they're all out there in force. So, but yeah, no economic data, nothing that's supposed to be released. So we could be at the whim of, as usual, right, the news cycle, and we'll see if the White House administration wants to fill the gap. They sometimes like to do that. It's a Tuesday after, well, I was going to say after a long weekend, but I guess it's not a long weekend in the States. So it's just a Tuesday.
Yeah.
I can't remember. Is Trump back in country? He must be back in the U.S. by now.
Yeah, I believe he's back.
He was back over the weekend, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know his travels. But anyways, so yeah, let's see if some excitement happens, that we can, create some trading opportunity. I got to say out there, for those of you that are active traders like us here watching the markets all the time, I get the question, so, how are the markets treating you with all the volatility? And everybody seems to want to know. Nobody seems to want to touch the market right now, but everybody wants to know how it's going. And I keep saying, hey, look, as long as there's volatility and the markets move, I'm doing okay. I'm having fun. So we'll see what happens today with the markets being slightly red, but everything on our gappers list on the upside.
Yep, 100%, 100%. Friends, let's dive in on this gappers list. I'm laughing here in a comment. James Jessup says, "Is this live?" And I'm gonna respond, "No, it's recorded. Was recorded last week. It was recorded last week." We'll send that to him there and get him all fired up. All right, friends, let's get to it. So let's start with the top ones. SYTA is the first one on deck. We'll see what's going on there. SYTA, and then SYTA, if I could type that correctly. Here it is. And let's see what's going on here. So right now we are up on this one, 53%. SYTA Mobile is the ticker, and they got a couple of really nice days here back to back. It is a low flow that's been in play quite a bit here since it looked like last week Thursday when it really got going. Not my type of ticker, so I won't be watching it. Peter, anything you want to share on this one?
Apparently, this is a Canadian telecom company. I've never heard of it, so maybe it's just me out of the loop. Don't know. Yeah, I got nothing to say. I don't really see any news on it. I'm not sure what's happening, but yeah, it looks like a low float fund if you want to trade it. I don't even see a float on this, but looks like the total outstanding shares are only 3 million. This is a company with only a $12 million market cap. So yeah, buyer beware. Treat it with caution.
I'm gonna stay away from that one. Now the next thing on here is all quantum, right? QBTS, QBT. We got Rigetti, IonQ. You name it, they're on here today. So let's look at the big one that's driving everything, at least the one that's gapping up the most. QBTS. Look at this stock go, man. It is up 21%, going from what was $7. We've been higher before. If you guys remember, we had the initial pop. Then our good buddy, NVIDIA CEO's name, I forget his name, Wang. I don't know. I forget the actual details. Jensen something, yeah. He slapped him here, saying, "Hey, this is like light years away from being something." And look at this, recover really nicely in this month, going into some big numbers. Peter, anything new on here? I mean, this is flying.
Well, I mean, just because he feels that the technology might be a few years away doesn't mean that his company, anyways, is not going to partner with them. And that's sort of what the rumor is. I think that's what's moving quantum, is that NVIDIA apparently has been out there talking about. I mean, look, they partner with everybody, right? I mean, there are times when when they just change their investment portfolio, and then we get this slate of news where there's like a dozen companies that are all skyrocketing because Nvidia's invested in them. Like Nvidia's got so much cash that they're investing in everything. Why not, right? Like you never know which one's going to take off. Spread it around. So I think that QBTS. Is on the forefront of that with some rumors that that they're getting some investment dollars. We heard about Palantir, PLTR, partnering with Quantum in some spaces, and Palantir was partnering. We heard yesterday with my favorite AI drone companies, right? With Archer Aviation. So, but anyways, look, I mean, you're going to expect this to happen, right? The tech companies are going to partner with each other. You know, when you've got advanced stage technologies with those that are more in an R&D and development, nobody's going to want to be left behind. So I'm not really surprised at this. It's fascinating. Look, we talked about this yesterday. They move as a group, right? So when you get one that moves, the whole sector moves. So like Carlos was pointing out, QBTS, QUBT, RGTI, IonQ, right? They're all sort of gapping up this morning. The one that's doing the best, of course, is this QBTS, which is up the most at 20% this morning with excellent volume. We're almost approaching 19 million shares traded here. So, in play, pick whichever one you want. I was watching them yesterday. They were trading well. They are good. They're going to be in play again today.
Yeah, they're looking really nice here, man. What an amazing move. So I get it. And I was thinking about this. So Jensen, what he did is he smacked them to get the price lower. Now he wants to partner up with them to get a better deal or something. I like that. That's a very strategic move. Yeah, why not?
So, I'm just reading this article. I don't know what it means, but they've got pretty pictures of their here. Let's see if we can put this on the screen. QBTS, which is our favorite, what are they? D-Wave.
Yeah.
D-Wave Quantum here. I think they're up the most because they did announce that they've got general availability. Now, does that mean you can buy it off the street? I don't know, but general availability of their Advantage 2 system. It looks pretty. It's like a big. They literally have created the big black box. Like, don't look inside. We'll ship you a box. Don't open it up. It will do magic. Just ask it for things. It will grant wishes. But anyways, so apparently it's used their energy efficient annealing. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. Annealing quantum computer. So apparently it's doing some amazing stuff out there. So all right, I want to hear about the first person that uses it. Tell me what you've done. What magic problems have you solved?
Yeah, we'll like to see that in action. Next on the list, friends. So again, all quantum stuff are taking over the gappers list here. You got a bunch you could look at. QBTS will be the one on my list this morning. Yeah, Peter?
I don't understand. The more I look into this, the quantum, doesn't it feel like magic? So I showed you guys this, right? Look at this. Hold on. We got to go back to this. This is just so fascinating. So this is what the box looks like. It looks cool, right? It looks sort of impressive. But it feels like a 1970s car. Anybody pop the hood of a 1970s car where you could actually climb in the engine bay to work on it because there was so much room around the engine because those cars were so big? Here's a picture of a cross-sectional diagram of the system. Doesn't it look like a big empty box with a tiny little system in it? Like if this is the thing, why so much space?
What is that? Liquid
that
cooling
room? Yeah, I don't know.
Cooling.
And even their diagram, this is right off of their press release. The diagram is fuzzy. Like you can't even read it. Have they done this on purpose so you don't really know what it says?
It's AI generated. That's probably why.
I don't know. Seems suspicious to me. Yeah, everybody's saying it's for cooling. But like that feels like it's again, we've got the magic in there and then there's cooling space.
It's huge.
Okay,
I'm sure it's for probably to maintenance it, right? To do maintenance because they probably got to work on this thing so much, right? They don't want to have a tight space you have to be crawling in and out of every time. So you want to keep your techs happy. A lot of space for your coffee and all that, What
was that show where you there was a show I was watching that the guy gets into the box and you go into an alternate universe, like the multiverse thing. I can't remember what that show was. Anyways, that's what it feels like. Climb in the box. It'll transport you to another realm. Anyways, Black Matter. Yeah, I think that was the show. Is that what it was? Yeah.
Oh, that's on Apple TV, I think, right? I think it's on Apple TV. I haven't seen it yet. Seen the
Dark Matter, Black Matter, whatever it was called. Yeah, something like that. Sounds about right.
Yep. Yeah. All right, we'll see. Definitely in play, guys. On my list this morning, QBTS. Again, you could look at some other ones like Ion Q, Rigetti Spaghetti. What's RGTI doing? Anything fun? No, QBTS looks the best. So I'm going to stick with that one. And if anything, QUBT also looks very decent. They got a great day a couple of days ago. This was Thursday. Really nice pop. This could be nice too. I'm going to put QUBT on my secondary list just in case we get something going there. All right, next on the list we have here is Webull. So BULL. So Webull this morning, we're up 7.5, 1.1 million shares traded right now. Again, daily's been through some pretty rough drops here in the last couple of months or weeks or so. Right now, we're getting a little bit of strength. I really haven't seen the stock trade and how well it can do, so I've been just staying away from it. Peter, what's your thoughts on it today? And is something that's going to be on your list?
Yeah, I think you're right. Staying away from it is probably the right response. No real news, nothing new on this, but it has been crazy. I mean, just look at that daily chart on this thing. Whereas a month ago, you could have been going to the moon as this thing was shooting up towards $80, and here we are at $12.85. So, I think I'm just there's other good stuff. Again, quantum looks so exciting, and there's more on this list we haven't even got to yet that we were talking about yesterday. We'll get there that I think look like better targets.
Yeah. We'll leave this one alone, friends. Let's get over to our list here. So we cover quantum. QMCO, I believe, is also a quantum stock. QMCO.
It is.
If I'm not, I think it is, right? QM.
Yeah.
Yes, Quantum Corporation something. So yeah, so that's a quantum stock as well. I think it's one of the newer ones, I believe, right? Or at least we never. No, actually, pretty old. We never really looked at this one, but if you go back and you look at December, it actually was heavily in play. But I don't ever recall looking at this ticker when we talked about
No,
quantum stuff.
its average volume is hovering around 1 million shares a day traded, so it's just not enough
Okay.
volume for it to hit our radar.
Yeah, I'm just surprised that even during this time, like, remember we were quantum, this and that, rigetti spaghetti.
Mhm.
Even then, at least I don't remember seeing this. And you got some, much, some good volume here. There's probably rigetti and some other ones all probably overshadowing it, but I just don't recall talking about this one at all. But anyways, it's another quantum ticker, friends. If you want to have another option, there is this another one here as well.
Quantum computing.
Yeah, we're gonna go down to Billy.
The names are so generic. So, yeah,
Yeah,
QMCO
yeah,
is Quantum Corp, whereas QUBT is Quantum Computing. It's
yeah.
anyway.
Can you imagine this stock has nothing to do with quantum? It's just the name they chose, and they're
Yeah,
getting the
yeah, that's
benefits.
right.
That's great.
Well, remember we found that? Yeah, it was like that a cosmetics company that was using AI for
Right.
I can't remember what they
Color
they they
shading, something
they
weird.
retermed it for whatever the heck it was. It was very creative of them, but
Yeah.
nothing to do
Why
with
not?
AI. As we know it, but
Why not?
anyways.
All right, so quantum again making up a lot of this list here. Core. Let's go to Pony AI. It's another ticker today that's also seeing some strength, up 5.2, 1.7 million shares traded. And it's what is Pony AI? Is this another AI company, cloud service? What exactly do they do, Peter? I'm not sure if you know.
Yeah, well, they're in the news because they do like automotive driving systems. So and they are announced a partnership with Uber. So Pony AI is one of these Chinese AI firms. I don't know if they're building their own robo taxis, but I know that they are certainly providing some of the driving intelligence behind automated driving systems. And anyways, they've partnered with Uber, so that's good news for them. Why they're popping up here this morning? Um, Uncertain. This is an unknown quantity here. This Pony, as to whether they will, continue volume through the market open. If I look at their trading, they've had days, especially in the last month, where they've surged up to 50 million shares traded, so they can get the volume. Yesterday's trading activity was not all that interesting. Maybe today will be better. I still think there's better targets, but they have news.
Yeah. I think that there's better things for us to look at, so we'll keep this one to the side for now. Let's look at Billy on deck this morning. Billy is Chinese ticker we haven't seen here in quite some time. If I could type correctly, what the heck? There we go. We're still typing it wrong.
Bilibili.
Billy,
Just
one
one
L.
L.
One
One
L,
L.
brother. One L.
Okay.
All right, here we go. So, Billy, it is up 4.8, 1 million shares traded right now. So, you are seeing a little bit of an action here on the daily, intraday action, pre-market action, also seeing some stuff as well. I haven't traded this in a while, Peter. We haven't really looked at it. We saw Baba yesterday actually had a great day. I did not get a trade on that, but actually turned out to be a really nice pop. What's your thoughts on it? And any news worth watching this one today?
Yeah, they popped up because earlier this morning they had earnings. They beat revenue and bottom line earnings, delivered slightly more than expected revenue at 963 million in the quarter, and their earnings were double what was expected. They expected to earn about 6 cents a share. They delivered 12, so that's good. Billy, I used to like to watch Billy, but I have to admit it's been pretty disappointing. So not much. I don't know what I have to say about it. I mean, I don't see anything on their forecast. Typically, the Chinese companies don't provide guidance, not very often. So I don't honestly think there's much to watch here.
Yeah, we're gonna keep it off the list here, friends, and let's look at something else. All right, that kind of covers our list. We have Oklo, MBIS, and RWD towards the bottom. These don't trade that well. Coreweave I have on here as well. Let's take a look at that one.
Coreweave, I think.
Yeah, this one has been just insane. Coreweave.
I put it on my list yesterday, and
You
it
did?
traded pretty well. It's
Yeah,
had some decent moves over the course of the day, and it's interesting to see it back on our gappers list. I don't know if it's going to be consistent here in terms of giving us an opportunity, but if you look at that price action yesterday, certainly took off at the open, continued
yeah.
some positive movement. We've had, you look at the daily chart, it's been going up for the entire month of May, and here we are gapping higher again today. So could be in play. It is hard to borrow. I notice. I don't know if it was hard to borrow yesterday, but.
It could have been.
Anyways,
It's a recent IPO too, right? Like this thing just came out and out of the gates,
yeah.
man. They're just running and gunning here. They're looking really, really good. So, um, yeah, I'll put them on the list. I'll put them on a secondary for now. I don't like the fact that we can't short them in case we do want to play to the short side, but we cannot deny this thing is having an amazing run right now. Not even now. I mean, since IPO'd, really. Look at that daily here. IPO had a little bit of a drop, and then mid-April, end of April, just has been taken off. All of May. I mean, if you're an early investor on this thing, you are happy as pig, and you know what? This is beautiful. All right, let's take a look. What else we have? So let's go back to the gappers list. I do see Oklo and NIBS. These don't trade very well. I usually keep them off the list. Here's NBIS, excuse me, up 2.4, 2 million shares traded. For me, I'm gonna personally find something that's much better to look at. It won't be this one. And then the other one that I don't like as much, even when it's in play, I think there's better things for me to trade, is Oklo. Oklo had a good day yesterday, and you can see it moving up here already. 2.71 million shares traded. Like, this all looks good. This all looks great. For some reason, I just don't trade it well, man. I don't know what it is. I don't identify good opportunities quick enough to take advantage on this ticker. So, what's your thoughts on this, Peter? Would this be on your list today?
Oklo. Now, it always feels attractive. It always feels like it should be, a potential opportunity. We were talking about it yesterday. I chose not to put it on my list. And then right at the open, of course, it made some good moves and took off. But I was watching it later in the day. I didn't like the price action as much. So I think the short answer on my list today, probably not. No. No, if it jumps up and our members in our room start to mention it, I'll probably take a fresh look at it. But for the moment, it's not going to make my short list.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it off as well, and watch it have an amazing day today. Now that we're both not watching it, it's
Yeah,
just going
right.
to have the best ticker.
I'll come back to it.
We'll come back to. So if you guys see something great on that one, let us know. That covers our gap up, friends. Again, keeps growing here. A lot of quantum stuff, as you can see, as we mentioned earlier. If you're just joining us, quantum stuff taking over this morning. Peter, let's go to you. What do you like that we maybe have not covered yet?
Gapping up, the only other one that I wanted to mention specifically was Home Depot, HD. They also had earnings. There was only two companies I was watching with earnings, and that was Billy and HD. Home Depot beat on revenue, slightly missed on earnings, only by about 3 cents, delivering $3.56 versus $3.59. It's their forecast. I'm surprised they're gapping up here. A little bit of sort of a mixed picture. They say that they believe they can largely hold it to their guidance, although I think their earnings guidance may be in doubt. They say that they're planning largely, despite pressure from tariffs and increasing cost, that they're going to try and hold their prices and not increase prices like a lot of other, like Walmart announced that they were doing, and others. So I don't know how they believe they can do that or how they're going to do it, but that's what they've stated anyway. So we'll see. Home Depot is one of those ones that, like this sector, I usually like to try and watch when it comes out, right? Home Depot, Lowe's, and isn't there a third one in this space?
Lowe's, Home Depot. I think that's it. Those are two big
I
ones.
think in Canada we've got Rona, but that's but
Who?
anyways, it's the Home Depot and Lowe's, I guess, are the two. But in any event, I try and trade Home Depot and Lowe's, and I always seem to fail at it. So I'll watch it just because I can't not, but unlikely to trade it.
Yeah, yeah, it's a hard stock to trade. In play today, you're not gonna get much volume now in the pre-market. They typically don't do a whole lot of volume pre-market, so don't
No.
judge them by that. Wait for the market open to see what kind of volume you're gonna get. It's still going to be low. I mean, even look at this daily. Even on their best day, this is what, 7 million,
Yeah.
roughly. Yeah, 6 million. When you have 6 million and you're trading a $300 stock, You got to see the price action. It's so different than like a Tesla, Nvidia, or anything else. You just don't have that liquidity available. So makes it difficult to trade, to identify patterns, especially the way we trade. It's not good. So won't be on my list for those reasons, friends. Let's take a look at what's gapping down. Then we'll go to you guys to see what tickers you like this morning. I see a couple of tickers being thrown out already. We'll take a look at those in a second. ASPI, the only thing red on my list right now. These guys are doing something very wrong today. So they are down 6.6, 1.2 million shares traded. Actually, they're not bad. They're not bad. They're down because they popped up, huge here to 9. And then they're just coming back down where they were. So that's actually not as bad as the number shows here. The number showing 6%. It's not that bad given what they've done here in the last couple of minutes. So, Peter, what's the latest and greatest on this ticker? Probably won't be on my list, but they're moving quite a bit today.
Yeah, they've announced that they have entered into an agreement to purchase Renergen. That's hard to say. Renergen Limited, which is again, they've got all sorts of fancy statements about creating a global critical materials company and how their helium assets will benefit by $750 million of debt funding, and the combined entity to create a vertically and horizontally integrated supply chain, blah, blah, blah. Look, whenever you're acquiring a company, often your stock takes a hit because you now have to do all that fancy integration stuff. So, and of course, you've got to bear the cost of the purchase. So that's why they're here on our list this morning. Probably not a tradable event, I would guess.
Yeah, I don't like that at all. Another one coming up here is ZTO on the gap down list. That is ugly. They just somehow got over 200,000 shares traded, but this is this brutal. Yeah, we won't look at that. All right, that covers the gap down list, my friends. Let's take a look at it. What you like, Peter? What's on deck for you that maybe we haven't talked about yet?
Well, I mean, it's interesting that the entire semiconductor sector is gapping down this morning, with the exception of SMCI, which is coming close to its yesterday's close, but it's still holding above it. But everything else, NVIDIA, AMD, Intel, Micron, all gapping down this morning. Had some good days yesterday, so I'm not too worried the fact that they're gapping down a little bit. That's easily recoverable. Remember yesterday, we were gapping down at the open, or coming into the open, and then look what happened, right? So we sort of moved higher. Didn't always get green, by the way, on everything, but we did move higher from that big gap down that we started with. So the fact that we're gapping down is just shows me that they're moving as a sector. No independent news happening in the semis, but probably worth keeping an eye on. Yesterday, I was watching Microsoft a lot. I don't know why. It just was moving well, so I'm going to keep an eye on Microsoft again today, I think. And then Apple. Apple had some interesting moves for me over the course of the day. So those are a couple, all gapping down so far this morning, that I will be keeping an eye on.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, friends. So far on my list, just 3 QBTS, QUBT on the secondary, and also Coreweave as well. We might move that one up. I don't like the fact that we don't have shares for short on it, but the stock is really strong today. Let's see what you guys like this morning on deck. NRXS. It wasn't on our list because under $5. That's probably why. It will start showing up here eventually if it gets above $5. It's got tons of volume, but that's the reason why. Right? Usually tickers under $5. I have a filter on the scanners not to show me anything under $5. They tend to be just like this, low flow stocks that I don't trade. So I usually try to keep those off. But I'm sure if I take off that filter under $5, above 2%, above 200,000 shares traded, I'm going to get all these penny stocks. It's just going to mess up this beautiful, lovely list I have from tradingterminals.com. That's going to give me, the best stock selections for the style I trade. Now, given that, you can always come in here in tradingterminal.com and you can change the selection to match the style you trade, right? That's important to know that. So you don't have to keep it this way. Come in here, change the filters, and set it up the way you like what works best for you. Go ahead, Peter.
I'm just reading the press release here. NRXS, Neuraxis, was given the first ever FDA clearance for a treatment of pediatric functional dyspepsia. Basically, the clearance covers patients aged 8 to 21 and allows them to use neuromodulation therapies. They're literally messing with the kids' brains. I That just freaks me out just to read it. So don't mess with the
I
kids'
hope there's
brains,
more
man.
to that. I
Well,
stay quiet, expecting me to say something else like, okay, keep reading, maybe because they have some kind of disease and this is the only way to help them. If the kid's
well,
perfectly fine,
no, well, I mean, obviously, yes, they're trying to fix
yeah.
some problems, but
Oh,
isn't
man.
there anything that Colton's like? Is there anything that doesn't freak you out? That's fair enough. I'm just nervous about the world in general. I'm oddly happy for a guy that seems to be terrified of everything, but anyways, it's
Don't worry, friends. We're gonna
the
live
problem is,
stream Peter when he first takes his robo taxi. We're gonna live stream that. We're gonna make sure we get a whole camera crew down there to have Peter
yeah, you know
join the
what?
robo
I
taxi.
think the problem is we just keep talking about the things that freak me out, right? Like automated flying vehicles, AI robots, and brain modulation. Why do we have to talk about those so much? We don't. There's lots of things out there in the world that I'm perfectly fine with, but those three probably top of my list. So there you go. That's right. This newfangled technology, it's gonna kill us all. That being said, maybe we should just turn the world over to the robots. We haven't been doing too good of a job of it, so maybe it's just time. Let the robots take over. We're done. We
We
give
will
up.
find out. We will find out. It's gonna be a beautiful thing, Peter. I'm telling you, the robots, the automation. I wish when I was stuck working 9 to 5 that I
Yeah.
had a Tesla, a full driving Tesla. You know how much emails I would have done on my way to work, 45 minutes back and forth. Incredible, incredible. So if you're gonna be in the working force, in the future, it's gonna change the way things work. It really is. Like it's gonna decrease the distance where people can actually live, and not everybody's gonna be stuck here close to the city because they want to drive into the city. No, you can live 2 hours away and have a 2 hour commute in a luxury car that just takes you there while you do work. It's gonna be a beautiful thing. You'll see.
Yeah, well, hey,
Yeah.
look, it's time for the robots to take over. I saw this joke the other day where someone said, I was talking to my husband and I was a little worried that my iPhone was listening to me, and then we had a little laugh, thinking that, oh yeah, our phone's listening to us, and then my phone laughed at me, and then Alexa laughed at me, and then my Tesla laughed at me. Anyways,
Oh man, beautiful
all
thing.
right.
All right, friends, that is our list. We can add some more to this. Let's look at what you guys have this morning. I'm looking at our YouTube chat and also our main chat. Andrew, that person saying, "How is everyone?" We're yellow Bearboot Traders. That's not a support cast. That is Andrew himself. So say good morning to him. That is
There you
actually him.
go.
So if it's not someone there pretends to be Andrew, that is him in the flesh. Well, not in the flesh, in the AI text. I don't even know how you say, but that's him in
Well, I
the
mean,
virtual
behind the
flesh,
keyboard, it's in the flesh.
behind the keyboard. Want to make it sound more interesting than just behind the keyboard, but that's him. There you go. So say good morning to Andrew. All right, UNH. Someone mentioned UNH, which I knew it. I knew this thing was gonna take off. These stocks that make so much money, when they hit issues like this, they bounce back. They just find a way. They're
Yep.
not going anywhere. They're huge. Look at the last couple of 3 days. I'm sure people here were salivating at 260, thinking long term. In 2 years from now, they're going to be at 560, right? Again. So they'll get over the unalive person. They'll get over the scamming and all of that. They'll get over all of that, and they'll be back up there, right? So if you're thinking long term, this is a stock you want to be in. So as you can see here, great day yesterday. Today, up 2.1. We still got volume. Eventually, the volume is going to start to die down. But still, even yesterday, we saw a really great breakout. You can see it there. Is it worth having on our list today? I'm not sure. I'm not sure, but I want to see what happens as far as overall. So I will add on a secondary. Depending on your trading style, for me, this could have been a beautiful view at breakout. I just wasn't watching it, but on the secondary list today as well. Let's look at NVO. Go ahead, Peter.
Typically, just on
Yeah.
UNH, typically you're right, Carlos. Its regular trading volume is under 10 million shares, but yesterday delivered over 60 million shares of traded stock. So it moved better than I expected. Like I said, I was honestly surprised the very first day it moved. Now we're into 4 or 5 days here of movement, and yeah, it looks like the volume's still in this. So It's in play. It's a higher priced one. You got to be a little careful with it, but there are opportunities. I know Jared was trading it quite effectively yesterday, so
Yeah.
yeah, it might be worth keeping an eye on.
Yeah, definitely keep an eye on it today as far as the secondary goes, and we'll see if anything can come out of it. AMD, let's take a look at that one. Let's see what AMD this morning. Not doing much. Pretty flat. I mean, it's literally just right below the previous day close. So not much happening there. This makes me want to look into NVIDIA as well. NVIDIA has obviously a lot more volume this morning. It typically does. We are down slightly today. Daily looks interesting here. So just trying to figure out what's the next steps. And then, again, the overall market, big run over the last 6 days and just kind of flattening out here, trying to figure out what's next. So I will be watching NVIDIA. Pre-market is much quieter here than what we're used to seeing, but I think worth watching this one, of course.
Yeah, it is. I mean, especially a lot quieter than it was yesterday. Yesterday, NVIDIA was getting a whole lot of volume at this time, probably 2 to 3 times the volume we're seeing right now. But it's always in play, so can't hurt to keep an eye on it because you never know what it's going to do when the opening bell rings.
Yep, absolutely. So we'll be on deck. Another one that we always keep on deck, and we had a great trade on this one yesterday, is Tesla. Many of you guys did as well. We're up 2.8 million shares traded. Same thing on the daily, just kind of going sideways here. But pre-market actually looking very, very active. So we're going to put it right here next to NVIDIA, another one that I like this morning. So fine. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that good. Are you trying to say that you're so fine, or what is that a name, or are you trying to say that you're very fine? I'm trying to figure it out here. But either way, nevertheless, thank you for being on. Let's look at POTR. That's the one you're giving us this morning. Great value, 1.7 million shares traded. We're up 1.1. And again, POTR is just that explosive ticker that we love to just keep watching. So I'm going to add it on my list again. Again, it's been so fun to watch here, so I'll do the same thing this morning. What else, friends? United Health, we did look at. I have it on my secondary list. Rigetti, as we mentioned before, take a look at our trading terminals gappers list. Again, a lot of this is all quantum. QBTS, QUBT, you have QMCO. Coreweave is on the tech side, not really quantum, but it's on there. IonQ, I mean, you have a bunch of quantum tickers to look at this morning. They're taking over the gappers list, as you can see here. So pick your favorites. I got QBTS, which is the one that's leading the way right now, and I got QUBT towards the bottom there. And QBTS is the one with the news, Peter. Remind us what that is. They're partnering with NVIDIA.
Well, two things. One, rumor that they're partnering with NVIDIA, but it was the release of their publicly available product. So the first time you too can buy yourself a big quantum black box with their what do they call it? Advantage 2 system that they've released that we were showing you pictures of, the big empty box. A couple electrons flying around in circles in the middle there. So you're on mute, Carlos.
Yes, I am. Thank you, Peter. All right, I think we're set, friends. What else? What else we have going on here? Think we're pretty good. I don't think very tight list today. Not a whole lot happening. We'll see when the volume comes in. What's taking place. But for the most part, I think I am all set. Okay, excellent. Peter, let's go to community events and announcements. Friends, you can always go to barebootraders.com, click on webinars, and you can see what's happening for the next 2 weeks. Today we'll focus on Tuesday, but yesterday we had a great onboarding class. A couple of people there. You guys had great questions. So if you missed it, join us next Monday again. You can sign up now. You're gonna get. Peter's gonna tell you about this a little more. Sign up now for $39. You get access to a whole week plus the next onboarding class on Monday night. So we'd love to see you guys there. Again, we had a great group yesterday. Let's see what's happening today.
All right, we've got our strategy series on Tuesdays. As always, we like to talk about strategy and trade book approaches to the market. We've got a couple of different events for you today, starting with our 11 a.m. small account option trade book review. Phil's going to take you through that. If you're an elite member, you can join in the webinar room for that session. Then stick around because Nathan will take over and talk about Bookmap, which is another great tool that we use often. Nathan was featured by Bookmap, frankly, in some of their media releases last week, showcasing one of his trades and how he used Bookmap to make it happen. So you definitely want to listen to him. Even Bookmap themselves are listening to Nathan. So join him at noon in the elite for our elite members, sorry, in the webinar room to take advantage of that. So it's 11 and noon. And then stick around in the evening, 8 o'clock. Brendan's going to be talking about the VWAP bounce and break strategies. You can talk about how those are very reliable and you can use to drive your trading success. So join him for that in the evening, and you too can be a successful VWAP type trader. So that's at 8 p.m. Once again, webinar room for all of our elite members. If you want to join us, we'd love to have you. Go to bearabletraders.com. You can find all the information on how to trade these markets effectively. In this chat room, we talk stocks all the time. It's a great group of people who are like-minded in terms of trading over the long term with mature strategies. So hopefully you will join us, whether you use an intro or the elite annual. Pick the package that's right for you, and you will certainly take advantage and get the value back into your trading. If you want information on the markets, by the way, don't forget, you got to go check out tradingterminal.com. It's a place to go to get all your information. We use it for the scanners in the morning, and we encourage you to do the same. So go check that out. All right, Carlos, let's set some levels on things that we're watching and get ready for this open.
Yeah, absolutely, friends. Let's get to it. We'll start here with QBTS, which is the one that's kind of leading the way this morning. So let's get some levels in place here. Right now, high of the pre-market all the way up, friends, at 1610. So we'll slam one there. We're gonna scroll to the left and see when's the last time we've been here. Is this our all-time high already? Could be. But let's go back. Sometimes these stocks have some weird action when they IPO. This one IPO back in 2022, looks like October, and yeah, this is all-time high. So this is the highest we've been. It's right at the previous day close, right? Last time we were that's the highest, that's the previous all-time high. But now obviously today we have blown right by that. So 1609 is the only thing you have up there. There's nothing else to see. We're gonna go back to our daily here and zoom in, and that's the only level you have. So what I would do here on something like this is I would just look at the pre-market action, see where there are some areas of support and resistance, like right over here, 1471. So I'm going to slam one there, and then here, so you do have 1542, another area of resistance, and then become support. So I'll look for these areas where you have a lot of touches. You can find some levels off of that, as that is the best that anyone is going to have, not just us, anyone, because there's nothing else up here above this previous day close when it comes to the stock's history. So that's what you have in there, friends. You can continue to do this even down here. This entire area here, clearly an area of support and resistance, consolidation. So just put a level smack in the middle there on 1493. That kind of covers that area in case we do decide to come lower here and lose some altitude. So you're ready for that. Let's head over to the next one, friends. Is going to be Nvidia. Nvidia, one of our usual suspects. Levels for this one will be very easy. Pre-market high is already slammed there on the previous day close. So that's your pre-market high on that 8 a.m. candle, actually. It's the one creating the pre-market high. The low of the pre-market just being created right now looks like 134.50. We'll slam that there. Might not stay there as it continues to go lower here, but that's all you really need to do. You look at this daily, you're surrounded by the highs and lows of the last two trading days, previous day close. I mean, it's just so much going on here. You do not need to add anything else. All right, next one on here is going to be our good buddy Tesla, which treated us very, very well yesterday. High of the pre-market, also that 8 a.m. candle. Some people do track 347.25, and the low of the pre-market is all the way down in the red, 341.59. So since then we have moved pretty higher. Pretty much higher. Here's the previous day close, as you can see there, and we're just stuck between the last two trading days, even more, the last 4 trading days. You can see here this consolidation area after a nice, beautiful rally that we've seen all of parts of April and into May here, especially the beginning of May. Really nice push up here on Tesla. Remember this, the end of the world? The end of the world happened between February and March, right? Tesla's going bankrupt, end of the world, and now people are breathing again. So the emotions are exciting, Peter. It's great to see. The world is going to end, recession, start buying lentils and save up on beans and whatever. And now everybody's kind of easing off a little bit and just they're breathing again. This cycle happens all the time. It's fun to see. All right, let's see what else we have here, friends. We're going to see PLTR. The one thing I do know though is don't wait for the exciting times to start learning how to trade. just start now, because people tend to do that. Like when COVID was finally bouncing back, everybody and their mother was talking stocks and getting in this and going long that and making money, because all you had to do was just buy anything and it was just be long. Same thing happened after the financial crisis in 2008. Same thing happened after, what was the last one after that? The housing. I mean, just you name it. It's always when things are bullish, everybody wants to get in. Don't wait for that. Just start getting ready. And then when those opportunities come, you can just be more aggressive and step on the gas, right? That's what you want to do. So if you have anybody that's interested, tell them start learning now. And then when you're prepared, when those opportunities come up. 128.35 is the high of the pre-market on PLTR. So we'll slam one there. Similar to everything else, right? Stuck between the highs and lows of the last 2 trading days, and even then more actually, given the consolidation we're having here. So I like this one. It is always a great one to watch, and it can be very explosive. The low of the pre-market, we're going to mark it down at 125.81, and once you do that, I don't think you need to add anything else. Other than that, friends, I think we're set. That's my list. I got a couple in the secondary list that we'll see how they make out, but for the most part, just these 4 for now. Peter, what's our team watching today?
Yeah, well, our mods are in with their lists, and Andrew's right at the forefront of this. But Lenny, of course, has got his Uber list, as he always does, watching NVIDIA, Tesla, QBTS, QUBT, and OKLO. Andrew's watching, like he says, quantum sector mania. We're all watching these quantum stocks to see what's going to happen. And then he's got some of the usual suspects in NVIDIA, Tesla, AMD, and PLTR. Avi looks like he's watching the S&P 500, as he says, 500 neatly packaged tickers. Jared's going to be watching a QBTS as well, Crowdweave or Coreweave, CRWV, that one. Thor is going to be watching his crazy stuff that he always likes to watch and trades so effectively. I've got no IPOs today. I'm going to be watching Tesla, NVIDIA, PLTR, QBTS, CRWV, and I'll keep an eye on United Health. Phil is going to be watching Tesla, NVIDIA, OKLO, PLTR, and then the SPY overall. Brian is going to be watching NVIDIA, Tesla, QBTS, QBUTs. I'm not sure what's going on with that, but anyways, he's going to watch quantum stocks. And then Brendan is going to be watching NVIDIA, Tesla, QBTS, and AMD. So as you can see, a lot of focus on quantum, a little bit on some Tesla and semiconductors. But yeah, I think we'll have to see. Like, fairly quiet so far this morning. Markets are only gapping. I mean, they're down, but they're down by like 0.1 to 1/3%. So we're not seeing that big of a gap here this morning. I'm hoping it's going to be a good day. So whatever you do, trade smart. We want you to make sure you focus on your trading strategies and don't just jump in anything for the sake of it, right? Make sure you've got a plan. And if you do, you too should be able to have a great day. So we're going to have Andrew and Brian trading live in the chat room coming on here momentarily. And then Carlos and I, of course, will continue with you on YouTube. Give us a thumbs up, by the way, on YouTube. We really appreciate that. And if you're in the chat room, jump into the YouTube feed and give us a thumbs up. It helps with the growth of the channel. We really appreciate it. So, all right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Time to get going.
All right, let's do it. This thing caught my eye. This let you know. What is that? Some star flying. That's the reading rainbow. That's the reading rainbow.
You know,
is that the like reading rainbow?
PDF. Yeah. Well, I don't know. They used to have those information things that would come on, and like I don't know, on like kid shows. And the more you know, it was always like some random fact that they'd put in there.
I thought it was a reading rainbow from like PBS or one of those channels.
Yeah, like but it's sort of like it was in that same group of shows and that, but it wasn't the reading rainbow. But it was like that. It was one of those. What was the other one that they used to have? That was that an NBC thing? Maybe Island Bull saying NBC. I don't know what channel it was on when I saw it as a kid. But it was the one where they always had like they used to have facts about how a bill becomes a law, and it was always like U.S. Politics things. But I can't remember what those little information snippets were called. Anyways, Schoolhouse
Good
Rock.
times.
Is that what it was? Schoolhouse Rock could be. Anyways.
Awesome. All right, friends, we are all set.
Junction, what's your function? Yeah, see, I remember that one. Percival, that was great. All right, anyways,
that sounds familiar. I think that sounds familiar. All right, Friends, we are all set. Andrew and Brian, we're going to be joining the chat in a second. Once they do, we'll hop off and we'll let you guys prepare. But we'll start getting ready here. Let's get our 5-minute charts in place. I see Brian ready to rock and roll. My 1-minute chart here. And I think we are good to go. But yeah, guys, hit those thumbs up. We only have 177 likes. That is pretty low. Let me refresh actually just to make sure. But yeah, smack those likes. Really appreciate it. And
Schoolhouse Rock. Everybody's like, it was Schoolhouse Rock. Yeah, that's. I remember watching those as a kid. I'm just a Bill, but I have to go through the house and blah blah blah. Anyways,
nice. All right, Brian, we'll let you too. We're gonna hop off from the chat and we'll let you get started. All right, I see Andrew's also connecting, so good.
Yeah, Andrew up bright and early, rising with the sun out there in the West Coast.
Yes, he is. Just
all right. Yeah, I gotta switch over my platform here too.
The same.
Get everything ready and good to go. I feel like today's got to be a good trading day. I'm hoping. To find and take a bunch of interesting trades today.
Right.
I always keep a list here that I write down of all the trades that I missed, the ones that I failed to take. I write it like physically on my little piece of paper.
Yeah.
I hope to keep that empty today. I want no missed trades. We're going to take them all.
Let's do it. Take the trade. I like that. I like that, Peter.
Those of you that have been here with me, what does that mean? What am I going to do?
I'm going
to take the damn trade. Here we go. So that's hopefully what's going to happen.
Yeah, we're going to make it happen today. That's for sure.
All right.
All right, perfect. Friends, 9 minutes to the market open. Let's see what we got going on here in chat. Okay. Oh, yeah, we looked at this one. I'm not a big fan of the way it trades, so I usually keep it off my list. But it is in play, and it has been. Like, if you look at the last couple of days, it has been moving well, especially yesterday. Had a good day, so it could be on your list if you like this one. I won't have it on mine, man. I find it difficult to trade. Although today, my list is a little bit lighter, only 4 tickers. Usually we've been having 5 or 6. So maybe today could be a day we throw it on here. I don't know. We'll see.
Could be.
We'll see. QBTS. Let's make the list. NVIDIA. Man, QBTS is just rocking 20% now. It is just taking off here. You know, what the heck? We'll put Oklo today on the secondary list. Why not? QUBT, CRWV, and United Health, which I keep typing incorrectly. I keep typing UHN is UNH. Here we go. All right, there's the list.
UNH, yeah. I guess it is counterintuitive, right? United Health Network. UNH. Anyways.
Yeah. All right, we have Quantum, QBT, PLTR, looking good this morning. Tons of volume. Tesla. Wow, what's going on with Tesla? Someone mentioned that Elon is going to be on a CBS or something, or CNBC. I don't know.
Is he?
Someone said that in chat. Don't take it.
That could be. He doesn't normally do interviews,
yeah.
So that could be interesting.
This could be fake news. I got to find out. James Jessup actually says CNBC 2 p.m. All right, that could be good. That could be
okay.
That could be interesting. Gotta be careful interviewing him live. He can go off the walls and not give you what you want. If you see his interviews quite a bit, you know he's not not the most interview friendly.
There's a reason why he stopped doing interviews. They never went well.
Yeah, he doesn't interview well. He can put people in very tough spots. Let's see here.
Tesla agreed on a pay packet for $139 million for their chief financial officer. That's Interesting. It's a good payday. It's not Elon level pay, but hard
Yeah.
to argue not paying your CFO 140 million when you as the CEO are making $1 billion or
Yeah.
whatever
Yeah.
his pay packet is.
Agree. That's one guy you want happy in your company. That's for sure.
The CFO,
Yeah,
yeah, probably.
you want that guy happy. It's fine. Let's see here. You already agreed on Tesla, Ben? You didn't even wait for us. You just went and traded on your own. It made money already.
Well, then good.
Good, but yes. No, we're just kidding, man. Good for you, man.
All right.
Awesome.
It's my
Awesome.
5-minute alarm.
Keep it green. Keep it green. All right. Let's see.
All right. Well, I have not much to do but wait for the open here. Got everything set up. NVIDIA. Oh, NVIDIA might be. I wonder if we can get a pull up. And then if I see some weakness, maybe we can get a little bit of a short on it. We'll have to see. We got 5 minutes still, 4.5 minutes before the open. So lots of time for it to change posture.
What is this ticker? EV. Oh, this is in Hong Kong. All right, that doesn't make sense. All right. All right, friends.
Tesla's been remarkably resilient. I mean, I know we keep saying, at least I keep saying this, but I'm still impressed. Like, it's got the typical early adopter, problem. Like, usually if you're the first company out the gate, it's challenging, right, to maintain your leadership, because usually you get the fast followers that come and start to make things cheaper, better, new investment and different approaches. And I see Tesla, I mean, look, the Chinese market is absolutely leading EV. And I was like, even when my recent little trip to France, I was surprised at how many EVs were on the road. And not many of them were Teslas. A lot of Korean cars, right? Korean EVs out on the road there. And it just, I don't know, feels like Tesla's going to be hard pressed to maintain leadership in this space. They'll have to move to robots fast.
Yeah.
It's all robots. Germany has the Teslas. No, yeah. I mean, I'm not saying that they weren't out there, but it just seemed to me like, it's just there was a lot of electric vehicles on the road, and they said that, very few of them were just Teslas as a percentage from my observational metrics. So
Yeah.
we'll see what happens.
I see Tesla like the Apple of cars when it comes to electric cars. They just got such a strong fan base, man. It's unbelievable. There's people that just are gonna get a Tesla no matter what. Even if this could be something better out there, they're still just gonna get a Tesla, right? That's how I see this company. And that's what they do with the cars. They do the exact same thing they do with the iPhone. Peter, have you noticed? Their cars
Come
look
on.
exactly the
Video.
same. Exactly the same. Like every model. The new ones, all they did now, they changed the lights. They look nice. Don't get me wrong. They look really nice. The new one, the lights are slimmer. It looks great. But it's, unless you look closely, it looks exactly the same as the last, 8 years? Right? So, same thing with the iPhone. This iPhone looks exactly the same as the last 10 years.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
It is true. They are the de facto standard. We'll give them that, at least in North America. But and he said they do have a fair amount of support. Well, I think clearly, Elon looked to shore that up as he backed away from the Doge stuff that he was all hot and heavy in for the couple of months ago. But yeah, we'll see how this all plays out. In the meantime, Tesla stock 350. Whoop, there's my alarm. 1 minute left. NVIDIA, unfortunately, started to drop early. Come on, NVIDIA, man. Wait for
I'm
us.
saying that NVIDIA's doing some stuff here without us. A lot of, Tesla. Either love it or hate it. There's no in between when it comes to Tesla. I'm actually impressed. I drove one with the self-driving. It's really nice. I'm sure the cars do that too, but it's nice. Nice vehicle.
Yep.
All right, QBTS. Let's see where the action is going to be. I only got 4 tickers on deck here. NVIDIA seems to be doing a whole lot, plus Tesla going the other way, and NVIDIA heading south.
All right, here we go. 10 seconds away.
We got
Looking
the bell
forward
ready.
to this open. Let's go, everybody. Trade smart.
Let's do it.
Ding, ding, ding. There's the bell.
I must have
See
my
what we
Think or
get.
Swim open. All right, let's do this, friends. All right, as usual, I'm waiting 3 minutes before I take any trades. I'll wait 3 minutes, let the market settle down, then look for a VWAP breakout or a 5-minute ORB opportunity. So we'll see what we get. Bloomberg. All right, NVIDIA. Volume pouring in. Tesla moving higher. Retracing from their session highs. Let's see what we got here. Checking in the chat. Andrew watching. Hasn't touched anything yet.
Just, I decided I was going to try and trade early. I took a long on NVIDIA trying to get a pop up. And then I didn't. Then I got nervous and got out. I'll admit it.
Yeah.
Looks like that was a good
for
decision.
long? For long? Okay.
Yeah, for a long.
Yeah.
Looks like it was a good decision.
Yeah, it was a good decision. I'm surprised you didn't wait for like a short here, like a rising double that you like.
Well, I just, it was looking like it wanted to pop up to that VWAP, but
Okay. Yeah.
I did talk about the short earlier. That's what I was thinking, but I don't know.
Yeah. Well, glad you got out quickly.
Ken, I actually did trade. I just didn't last very long. I think, let's see here. My total trade
10
lasted,
seconds?
29 seconds. So
Okay.
there you go.
Half a candle on the 1 minute.
Yeah.
All right, here it is, friends. We're looking at Tesla. Tesla looks good. Looks like it wants to go here. So we're just kind of paying attention. 1 more minute before we start heavily considering any possible trades here. POTR, I love this move above the VF. Shows a lot of strength from the 1 minute. This could be a good one too. Close to a 5 minutes. See what it does here. This can be explosive. If it can stay above the VWAP, it could be nice. All right, let's see. Tesla, wait for us. NVIDIA might be coming back up here, Peter, above the VWAP. We gotta wait for it above the VWAP.
Yeah, I don't know what it wants to do. It's
yeah. Quantum taking a big drop here. Coreweave also
Coreweave
dropping.
about to go red.
Yeah, United Health not doing a whole lot.
OKLO is down as well.
Man, Tesla just went. No pullbacks after the 3 minute mark. Just took off here. How about NVIDIA? NVIDIA was another one that looked good. No. POTR?
It's gone that far yet, but let's see what it does.
POTR is messy. And you know what? Remembering how we always trade POTR this early on, it's a very difficult stock to trade. So I'm going to wait even longer to take a trade on POTR because it does this messiness at the first couple of minutes, and then it goes to these beautiful runs. But you gotta be patient with this one. I was waiting for Tesla to come back and pick us up after the 3 minute mark, but I obviously had other plans. So this is 3 minutes. I don't trade during this time here. We usually wait for a pullback and then go up, but it didn't give us that. It's just gone. So, Ben, you still in Tesla? You're gonna be greener and greener. You're gonna be like the Hawk today, in a good way. Give this man a Hawk. Yes. Very nice. Very nice. Good for you, man. If you're in Tesla, if you had a play here, this is just. We pumped it up. Is our man talking here?
Oh yeah, I gotta get.
Someone said he was talking somewhere. Even now.
Is it now?
Overseas.
This feels early for Elon. I feel like he's not an
I
early
think he's
riser.
overseas.
I think he's an early riser.
Oh yeah, conversation with Elon. There it is. The man is talking, and he looks like he got a Moscow jacket on. So there he is. Yeah, he is doing some stuff actually.
Oh.
Is Amer Sports.
That's Andrew. Can I get Elon? I would love to see what he's saying. I don't hear him.
Fields in the U.S. The
There he is.
burden has grown over time to the point where
I hear him.
it's like having more referees than players on the field. And this is a natural consequence of an extended period of prosperity. It's very important to appreciate this. This has happened throughout history. When you have an extended period of prosperity with no...
All right, so there he is. We're not going to listen to the whole thing, but he is live on Bloomberg. Is streaming him. I think he's overseas somewhere. And a couple of things happening there. So if you want to see that on Bloomberg, I'm sure you could search on YouTube as well. Don't leave this channel, though, to look at that. This is more important. Stay with us here. But Tesla is moving based on Elon saying some stuff, and we'll look at some headlines.
Yeah, look at Tesla go. Okay.
Yeah, he's whatever he's saying. They are loving it right now. The Tesla camp is on it.
Wow, Nvidia is just very choppy in this range here.
Hard for bonus. I'm trying hard for likes because if if Peter gets paid, then maybe something could trickle down to me. We never know. All right, here's QBTS. Big push above the VWAP. Nice 5-minute engulfing crack. Man, we need a pullback though. I do want to pull back on this one because this one can be really strong today. Let's see if we can get it. Yeah, get the pullback here. Come on. All right, so there's the pullback. We might not get another candle. We might have to jump in this one. This thing is moving a lot. We might not get our usual pullback, and then unless it pulls, it's got to come lower. Please come lower. Get down here. It's not gonna do it. We still got too much time left on this candle. It's gonna explode. We're gonna go long here, guys. This thing is gonna explode, I think. I don't think we're gonna get a chance to wait for the next candle. Just the way the price action is moving here, it looks like it's ready to go now. So let's see. Let's go long. See if it works. Technically, I should be waiting. This is early. I'm jumping the gun here. I should be waiting for the next candle. But I just don't think we're gonna get an opportunity. I know. I jumped a little bit early here, and let's see if it was worth it. Actually, it wasn't worth it jumping earlier. I gained nothing by that than putting myself in a situation.
Well, if it's any consolation, sounds like Andrew's in this with you. So
very nice. But we could have waited. Like if you see this candle here, we could have waited and had the same entry. So there was no need to do that. But let's see. Let's see if we can get something going here. As Elon continues to talk in chat here, let's see if we can get a nice pop on this one here. Strong stock today. Let's see if we can get the push on QBTS. Long Rivian, Joe. Rivian? I haven't heard that tick in a long time. We'll have to look at how that's doing a little bit later here. Yeah.
Rivian up to, let's see here. Yeah, a little bit more volume than usual. Rivian's actually
Yeah.
been moving up for the last couple of weeks.
Nice.
Interesting.
Nice.
Rumors of its death are overstated, it seems.
Joe says, all that electric car talk got me excited. Good for you, man. Good for you. All right, let's see here. All right, we're getting a nice push here, guys. Breaking through the high of the day. Next level I have is pre-market high at 1609. But we need to get a big push. We are strong. We're up 20%, so it could be some serious profit taking. Someone mentioned 20% short squeeze on this thing, short interest. We should be squeezing the heck out of those people as we move higher here, because we're all-time highs. So anyone short on this is really, hopefully they're following their plan. Let me not say that, because I know some people might be short in our chat long term, and you could be right 100%. So don't let that deter you from your plan. I'm going to take a partial here, guys, just right below the previous pre-market high. And
well, there you go, Carlos. Now you get the move.
Take another one. Yeah, we're getting a real nice move here on this stock. So two partials there, because there could be some rejection here. Hopefully not. Hopefully we could break through this. Level 2 is looking great. We keep seeing orders just popping up here on the level 2. So let's see if that continues to come in. Yeah, we should be breaking out of this. Level 2 is looking great. You say Andrew took this? Oh, Andrew is beautiful. Look at Andrew's trade here, friends. This is Andrew right over here. Got stopped out the first one, but the second time worked pretty nice. Long, added. Partial. I mean, beautiful trade here into that, again, that pre-market high we both have there at 16, above 16. So very, very nice. All right, let's see here. See if we can hold. We'd love to hold above this. Long QBTS and Meta, very nice. Very nice. Oh, look at this pullback. Glad I took partials up there. Glad I took partials. Let's see if we can survive this pullback. It's moving aggressive for sure. Level 2 looks great though. Like if you look at level 2, you see a lot of big orders coming up here and there. So hopefully that can continue. I don't see them now, but earlier, once we got close to 16, you saw a lot here. But these guys are not showing up now. All right. I'm watching closely break even. Just feel like this thing wants to go, but I don't want to stop out right at break even. I want to give it at least a little bit more room, maybe low this candle, because my entry was not that great compared to the VWAP. But I think if we could break through this, we'll get a nice cushion. So let's see what happens. We'll be ready for whatever takes place here. Tesla. Wow, yeah, nice pullback on Tesla. Elon is still, yeah, he's still talking here. So he's still on the mic. QBTS. Okay, here we go. Tons of ask guys on level 2. Every time we get up here to 1609, the level 2 just keeps piling up. Just got to break through those orders. This is our pre-market high right here that we have. So let's see.
Tesla's pulled back to VWAP.
Yeah, so one of the headlines is South Africa Starlink deal, not a conflict of interest. Why would it be with Africa? Why would it be a conflict of interest with Africa? It's not like there's the U.S., where his buddy Trump is. How is that? All right, guys. Oh man, this is nice. This is nice. Look at the orders here.
Andrew's very happy. He actually added in at 16, and
that's
happy with that thought.
That's a big boy trade for Andrew.
Yeah.
That is That is awesome, man. He is crushing it. So friends, for those that have not been to the web inside the chat room, here's what our chat room looks like. And you can always come in here. You know, you got Andrew's screen, you have Brian's screen. You can check this out for like $39 for the entire week. Join my onboarding class on Monday, and you can see this. This is live. Like, this is completely live to the chat room. And here's Andrew's trade. Didn't work the first time. Got out immediately, saw that it was not working out, and then here, better entry right at the VWAP breakout. Just beautiful. And then partial, added some more, partial, add at the break here, partial. This could be another $20,000 day.
Yeah. The way he's happy with it, it sounds like it's at least that.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing. All right, let's see if we can get that push. All right, which stock? QBTS. It was the number one on our list today when it came to news, right? They had the big news and rumors with NVIDIA, and then they also had this big news on their own.
Andrew's putting his Buddha in the camera.
Is that what he's doing? Hold on, we got it. Time to hold it.
You can't hear it.
So wait, we gotta. So was he putting the Buddha against the stock? You can see it. He has it back here. I gotta get me one of those, man.
Yeah. Just to have a Buddha hanging around.
Yeah, I gotta get me one of those. That is awesome. All right. I have an elephant from India.
I have
Signify.
I have this necklace that Andrew got. Remember? Did you get one?
I got one.
There you go. See, we got these. Where's yours?
Yeah.
He was giving us these when we were in
right over here
in Vancouver with him. Somewhere. Yeah.
I'm gonna. Should I take a partial
Prayer
or get
bead?
all out? I'm getting all out. I don't like the way he's selling off here.
Heavy drop on QBTS there.
Yeah. So I'm getting all out, and I'm probably gonna regret it. I was thinking about to take a partial, but I got all out. It was a great trade already. I don't want to make this go red, but it looks like it's just gonna bounce from here and go higher. So, but that's okay. I saw a comment from Penny. Thank you, Penny. Good to see you. I know sometimes you're just here, but quiet. Always great to see you. Penny's been with us for a long time on YouTube, so always glad to see her there.
Hassan, I am not in any trades. Nope. I just had that one attempt at the open on NVIDIA. I probably should have gone short NVIDIA, which was my original thought. Clearly that would have been the better trade, but I did not follow up on that.
Oh, wow. What did he say?
Good morning, Juan.
What did he say, Tesla?
I know.
He says something.
I don't know. Yeah,
he starts talking about Doge. He starts talking about Doge.
Oh, there you go. See, that'll do it.
$2 trillion Doge savings goals relies on the U.S. government. Anyway. I work really hard, everybody, not to talk politics. So don't. Investors don't want him involved in this. They want him.
No, they don't, and it's problematic. It's because it really distracts that attention, right? And certainly has not been a good thing for the Tesla stock. So.
And he said he was done. Like, he told the investors he's done at the end of this month. Why don't talk about it no more? Just let it go.
Big move down on the market overall. We're seeing a sort of a spike down on Tesla and NVIDIA and the indices.
QBTS. Beautiful stuff there. Happy with that trade. Plenty of time, though. We should be able to find something else.
I don't know if he's still in his.
Yeah, you could help your country. Do it quietly. Investors do you can still do this, but you don't have to talk about it. You could do it on the side, not get credit for it. Let somebody else get credit for what you're doing, and then this way you keep your. That's what you do. Like, you don't have to be the person that's front and center. Let somebody else still do it, still be in charge. Do it quietly. You don't get the Democrats upset. You know, you don't get your companies and investors, which are the people that put their money behind your company, upset. Everybody's happy. That's the way to do it. You don't have to be in front of the mic for everything, right? Yes, I did. I did kill it. I did, man. Yes. Yeah. Oh, he probably can't hear me. I got typed to him.
Yeah, I don't think he can hear you.
I saw you did as well. All right, beautiful. Yeah, amazing trade. He had an awesome entry right here, as I showed you guys. Just really, really good stuff. Could be a nice short now if it continues like this. Nvidia dropping, Tesla.
Oh, Andrew was still holding on to some QBTS. Uh-oh. I think he gave some back.
Well, he had a couple of ads, right? No, all out. Oh no, he's all out. Yeah, same with me. So he's
all out now.
Good,
he just got out. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, so that's the thing. You could do it, but just do it quietly. If you really love your country, you do it quietly, and you don't have to get the credit for it. Just for the love of your country, right? Simple as that. CRWD, how's UNH? All right, so this is not actually. You know what? I doubt Elon is causing this. This could be just overall market stuff. I don't think he has this much pull. I know he has a lot of influence, but this could be something different taking place here. MP, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if that's true. I think you can get the same results without being the person in front, right? So, and it happens everywhere. It happens with corporate too, and anything. You can have the same results without being the person getting the credit. So that's hard to do. That's not easy to do. No, that's not easy to do. Look at NVO. Let's take a look here. NVO. What is he saying? Anything good? I'm not listening in. I'm a fan of Elon. I really am. I think the stuff he's done since a little kid. This guy created things that companies with engineers couldn't do, right? So the guy is a genius. If you look at his life story, it's just unbelievable stuff he's done, right? Always thinking outside of the box. So he'll be fine. We're not worried about him or Tesla. They'll figure it out.
He'll be fine.
We're not worried. He'll be fine.
I think he's set for life. I think he'll be good.
Yeah, he's set for life. And they find a way to just like these. I mentioned this guy. These guys, the Mark Zuckerbergs, the Elon. They find a way. They find a way to do something else, to come up with something new. Look at Meta. Meta was like bankrupt to some people's minds here a couple of months ago. Remember this? A couple of years ago, everybody's like, "Oh, Meta's over. Facebook is dead." Okay, look at this. Look at this run. I mean, it's just can't make this stuff up. The stock just 3.5 years ago at $92. I mean, seriously? It's just unreal. Sitting at 637 today. Let's see here.
Yeah, no, Meta we thought was dead, didn't we? That is impressive.
Yeah, it's wild.
God, like just a year ago,
wild.
a year and a half ago, put money into Meta, 5-6 times your return. Yikes.
Yeah. Let's see here. Tesla. All right, let's see if the market settled down and what's next. What's next here? I don't know in the chat. Andrew, these guys taking anything? No, pretty. We're all kind of waiting and seeing what's next here. If we're gonna get a bounce or what. How about you guys? Do you guys take advantage of any short? I mean, I was long and then stopped out, right? But did you guys react quick enough to take any shorts? You shorted QBTS on the VWAP pullback. Yeah, very nice. Okay. You still in this then? You are still in this. Shorted Tesla on that drop. Ben, you shorted Tesla. Above VWAP, below VWAP? Where did you short this? PLTR. Oh, we forgot about PLTR. What did PLTR end up doing?
I mean, it went down. It
Went
wasn't
down.
like drastic, but it did go down.
Yeah, yeah. So out of the gates, a little bit of a drop here on PLTR. All right. James in Tesla again. All right, very good. Above VWAP, that's a great entry above VWAP for the trade you did. Joey's still long Rivian. All right, let's look. I meant to look at Rivian earlier, but wow, Rivian is yeah, not bad, not bad. Nice and steady, up 3.4, 3.8 here. Great volume today. I think this was Peter's fault. He started pumping up electric vehicles over in Europe, and Rivian said, "Yes, let's go up."
There you go. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what Rivian's major markets are. I mean, I know they sell in North America. I wonder where else they. I don't think I've seen a Rivian anywhere but in Canada and the US.
Yeah, seen quite a few
Maybe
here.
they're not out there.
Yeah, Billy had a strong day. Andrew's asking you guys, how was your trading? Baba hasn't been great. Which one? Seven eyelashy.
They look ugly. Are you talking about
Which one?
Rivians? I love Rivians.
No,
Their
they
little
look
bug
good, man.
headlights.
Yeah, they.
They've been I keep mentioning this. They're sort of a darling of Hollywood. You notice there was a period of times over the last 2 years where any sci-fi show or movie that came out, they always put Rivians in them.
Yeah, I seen them. I seen them here. There's a few out there. That they look pretty decent. This is the one that I usually see. You gotta be careful. If you're looking online, there might be some that look really, really ugly. But this is the one I usually see. This big Jeep, right? And actually, it looks pretty cool.
Yeah. They're sort of limiting themselves a little bit because I mean they only make the trucks, right? Like the bigger vehicles, as far as I know. Yeah. And you know that's not that really doesn't target the European market, for example. That aren't into the big vehicles is a North American thing.
Yeah. Now I don't see that being I don't see that being like your everyday car. That seems more like an adventurous type car. Like I will rent that car and just do some stuff because the way when you have it all tricked out, it looks really nice with all the camping gear. Looks like it's pretty cool.
Right.
I don't know if it's an everyday car, right? I'm not sure. We use Porsches for everyday car here. That's what we do. Peter will know.
50,000 vehicles a year. Yeah. See, the Rivian's only making about 50,000 trucks a year. So.
Yeah, but remember they do the Amazon trucks, and those are all over the place.
Well, that's it. Like a lot of it, they sort of split their business between the commercial and the consumer. So anyways, as you say, you keep seeing them around, Carlos. I don't. Again, the Amazon doesn't seem to have those in Canada.
Oh no, they're all over here. I'm sure if I look at my Ring, video, a few of these deliveries are on that truck.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, from Amazon. Have you guys seen the randomness? Like on Sunday, people are just pulling up in like regular cars, dropping off packages. Like how these guys for Amazon, like they're pulling up in just like a regular Toyota Corolla and just dropping off packages. I'm like, what is going on here? Amazon is just hiring anybody. Just get their packages to your house on time.
Need more capacity.
Yeah, it's wild. Andrew's practicing on tradingterminal.com. Highly recommend you guys check that out. So he took a short. Looks like I can't hear what he's saying, but he took a short on the trading terminal platform. And it's pretty neat. Pretty neat. So definitely check it out. Great way to practice if you're just starting. So tradingterminal.com, on the sidebar you're going to be able to click simulator, and you can get the simulator there. They use Amazon Flex for people to deliver packages just like Uber Eats or DoorDash. Did not know that. Trade Canada, thank you for that. Okay. All right. Girl, my job goes on vacation to deliver during Christmas. She comes down here to the U.S. to deliver. Let's see, NVIDIA. Big moves here. Tons of volume, man. We were getting a lot of movement, but the direction is not clear at the moment. QBTS. We're going back long QBTS, or we're trying to regain the VWAP and
I don't know.
head back to the high. I'll be careful with it, but if I get my play, and I won't rush like I did last time, I'll try to go back long on QBTS. Yeah, Faizan, I see that here too. So we got the breakout candle now. If we get a pullback, if we get our move here, we'll definitely go long again. I think there's some more juice left in this. Sunita, so trading terminal is for a lot of things. I'll bring it up here on the side while we look at this trade. So if you go to tradingterminal.com, you're going to get this, right? And this is what I was talking about. You got the simulator, you got the replay. The simulator is what you can come in and you can start actually practicing your trades, right? So you can actually come in here, put a ticker, and you can actually practice your trades, right? So, oh, look, I'm long. Oh, man, I'm losing money on Tesla. I am down $17,000 on Tesla. On tradingterminal.com. I guess it keeps track of the trades. See this? It actually, yeah. So if you want to swing trade or something, it'll keep your trade open. Like I'm logged in under my name, and it'll keep your trade. So if you're a swing trader, yeah, I didn't know that either. So I guess I must have taken a trade and then just left it
check
there.
and see if I'm in any trades, because I've played with that many times. Let's see here.
You'll be surprised. It keeps track of it. Yeah, it's just pretty cool.
Let's see here.
Yep. Okay, let's see. Also looking at QBTS, and actually, let's look at QBTS right on here.
No, I'm not in anything. Looks like I'm good.
QBTS. Let's look at our 5-minute. You know what? Let's take a long.
In trading terminal, or you're gonna take a real long?
I missed the real long. I'm taking it in sim now. The real long would have been right here. I missed it. I missed the real long, guys, on a QBTS. So we'll take a sim trade here. Let's see what happens. But yeah, here's the real one. Yeah, I missed it. It was right over here. So I missed the real long. QBTS not a true head and shoulders, but could that be? What time frame are you looking at? Give us your time frame.
Would. I see. Hassan, why didn't I take NVIDIA short at the open? That's a good question. Look, right at the open, I saw it start to get a little bit of strength, and I changed my mind, and I said, I'm going to try and take it long here, and then that didn't last very long, right? Really, like I said, I was 29 seconds into this. I should have then gone back to my original premise, which was the pop up, which brought us closer to VWAP, and then taken it short. So short answer is I made a mental error, right? That's sort of the real answer here. So, but for me, trading at the open is just playing around. I thought today I was going to play around a little bit and try a trade or two, but I don't. That's not my bread and butter. It's really coming up a little bit later in the day. Unfortunately, usually after we finish our live stream here and I'm done on the microphone, that's when my trades really start to sort of kick in and set up. So I don't worry too much about missing open opportunities. I get bigger, stronger moves later in the day.
Yeah. All right, we're getting a pullback here. Our entry would have been here. So in our stop, if we would have got into this trade, our stop would have been 1530. I would like to stay below this below this candle here, right? So you have all this area for support. Let's see if we would have survived this. So entry here, stop here. Let's see if this would have worked, right? Peter talks about tracking the stuff you don't take. Well, this is one I didn't take. Let's see how it plays out. If we can bounce off the VWAP. So how about you guys? Good day so far? Are you guys in the green today? I hope so. We had a lot of decent opportunities today. And again, it's only 35 minutes to the market open. So if you haven't had a chance to, take a trade or be in the green, you still got the whole day.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Whole day, right. All right, so good. I am not. Yep, green. Nice, Tony. Very good, very good. Remember, friends, we do have membership tomorrow. Membership giveaway. So make sure to join us for that. If it's the first time here, we do membership giveaway every Wednesday. So come and join us. Subscribe.
I never came back to that. We did have a question. We had a question in the chat here about that earlier.
Go for it.
And I meant to answer it, but I never did, which was about that. Are we doing a giveaway? And yes, tomorrow, Wednesdays.
Yes.
So
yes, Wednesday.
Gotta get the likes in. Click those buttons. Make sure that Andrew gets all excited to give away lots of stuff.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, friends, help us out with the likes. I mean, we have almost 1,000 people watching, which is awesome. Anytime we get close to 1,000, it's really nice. Can you imagine? Like, you don't realize how, and these are not bots because we don't pay for bots. We don't have time for that nonsense. But yeah, like this, you could do that. You could pay for bots, and because I see these channels, right? These channels, they'll have like 100,000 followers, and there's 15,000 people watching. I'm like, how is this possible? Like, that doesn't add up, right? So yeah, these are actual people. So imagine we had a room with 945 people and sitting in front of you, right? That's a nice large crowd. So thank you guys. We appreciate you guys being on with us today. So yeah, smack those thumbs up. Really appreciate it. Does help us out a ton. My sim trade is working. I'm going to, you could set limit orders on this thing, by the way. So you come over here, click on limit. I'm going to click limit. And let's say we want to sell 50 shares at let's do like 17. Hopefully I did that right. 17. That's it. Ah, look at that. It puts your order here. Friends, you can't get this anywhere else for free. This is awesome. Where's my order? Did it disappear? Or did I do it wrong? I deleted it by mistake. $17. This is pretty. Oh no, there it is. Pending. Oh, sorry. There it is. Pending order at 17. Oh, did I add? I think I added because I did it again. Okay, so I added. I added. This is what I did in my real trade, my real swing trade. So we got our pending order at 17. Let's see. Let's see if it works out. Sweet, sweet, sweet. All right. Perfect, friends. What else we got going on here? NVIDIA going lower. Are these trading? Yeah, this could be TradingView's charts. It could be. I'm not sure. TradingView does a lot of deals with people on the side, so they have great charting. I'm not sure if this is their charting. But yeah, a lot of people don't usually do their own charts. It's just, you know, you can take somebody else's charts too. So I know that's part of what a lot of people do. I think our replay simulator definitely has their charts, right? So take advantage. Take advantage. What do you have to do for the giveaway? So tomorrow you have to just comment in chat, subscribe, and just hit the like button.
First, you have to say hi to Carlos.
You gotta say hi. Good morning to me or Peter.
Yeah.
Good morning. Good morning first, and then you can type in membership.
For the giveaway.
Hit the like button, subscribe, and you're gonna be added to our little giveaway YouTube program. So, all right, QBTS going higher. So I would have survived this pullback. I would have definitely survived that pullback so far, right? Our entry was here, stop loss 1530. So right over here, it looks good. It looks like it wants to break out, friends. It does look like it wants to head higher here.
Nvidia's still looking weak. A lot of orders on the bid to the downside. Let's see what it does down here.
You would give me 100 likes if you give me the Lambo. No, man, we don't want to do that to you. The monthly expense on that thing is so much. We don't want to do it. You're gonna hate us. You'll be happy for the first month, then once you start to dish money out, you're gonna be like, these bastards. Look what they did to me. And I gotta take all this money that I was using for vacationing and mortgage and everything else to maintain a Lambo. We don't want to do that. We won't do that to you. It's like giving you guys a yacht, you know, a fancy luxury yacht where the expense to maintain that thing monthly is out of this world. People don't understand. Right. It's all about maintenance. It's all about maintenance. You can afford to buy it. Can you maintain it? It's the problem. And that's what happens to a lot of people. Yeah.
Not as much maintenance costs. That's my advice. The Porsche owner. I'm telling you. Knock on wood. I think it's the cheapest car I've ever owned.
Let's see here, man. This is gonna turn out to be a great trade. I'm in my sim trade right now. How many shares I have? I have.
Hassan, is there any link? Well, look, I mean, they have independent business activity. Right, the news today was on QBTS because of the release of their, what do they call it? Advantage 2. I forget. Anyways, whatever it was called. Their compute device that you could buy, but they tend to move as a sector, right? So all of these quantum stocks we were talking about move together typically. But today, QBTS is the one with the catalyst news.
I tell you, man, I would have been in this trade.
Ken,
we're talking about it.
Ben Colts.
Yeah.
That's a very specific. You think NVIDIA may turn around at 10:19 a.m. That's very specific. All right, I'm going to watch 10:19 a.m. on NVIDIA now. I'm not sure why you think that is exactly the turnaround time, but I'm interested to see if you're right.
I'll take that trade, Sim. Wow, why we did not join this trade on QBTS, man? This is exactly what we thought was going to happen took place here. Beautiful, beautiful pop, right to the high of the pre-market. The high of the day, and it looks like it's just going to trend very nicely now. It looks like it now really wants to go. Andrew didn't join either. Andrew didn't go long on this one.
No.
Oh man. Now it's gonna go 17 for sure. You'll see. 17. That's a beautiful thing. Let's see. Did you guys take it in chat? Anybody take it here? I'll short at the top of QBTS. Yeah, just time it properly, man, because the stock is strong now. Now that we're breaking out from the high of the day, you're gonna get some downturn. You are gonna get some reversals here. I mean, we're up 26%. We're clearly extended, but the news and the rumor is strong in this bad boy. So you just want to be. If you're wrong, if you decide to short this and you're wrong, be wrong very quickly because this can tear your face off, man, the way it's going. So just do the plan. How often do you look at level 2? All the time. I look at it all the time. I look at it quickly just to make sure that there's nothing there significant going against what I'm looking to do, like a big imbalance. But I don't put a lot of weight on it. That's the thing. I don't put a heavy weight on it. So I got all my criteria that I have. You guys seen most of them based on the way we trade here as we break down what I'm looking for. And the level 2 has like a small weight on it. I look at it, but it's not a big indicator whether I get in or out of a trade compared to everything else. It is rocking.
Okay, I'm watching the time here. I'm eager to see if Ben's prediction proves accurate.
What time he said?
10:19. Very specific there.
10:19. His prediction is that Tesla's going long.
Tesla's going long. So, and as Steven was joking, he said, yeah, as soon as he finishes his coffee, Ben's taking a 2 million share position. So that would do it.
I would definitely
higher in the short term.
I would definitely do it.
Maybe he is. I mean, I can't say he's not. I really don't know. It does look like Nvidia's looking to push a turn here. It's a little early.
Yeah. I am. All right, we'll see. If Ben is wrong, I know he's been with us not so long. Ben has been with us for what, 3 months maybe? Ben, correct us if we're wrong. But if you're wrong, you might get blocked. No, we like Ben. Ben is a good guy.
Yeah. About that. Well, there you go. He says about that. So you're accurate. All right.
Let's see here.
We'll see what happens. I said I'm eager to find out now. Now I'm just fascinated to.
Andrew taking QBTS on our simulator trade terminal. He had it there. Yeah. He's got his position for the breakout. Man, is Ben gonna be right? He might be right here. 10:19. It looks like it wants to just take off. Ben might be onto something.
I'll have to give up my position on the mic here to Ben. He can take over.
Yeah.
All right, 2 minutes.
QBTS, man. Wow, how did we not take this trade?
Well, you made a call on the second entry, Carlos. And that
I did. I was going to take it, but then I started messing around with this simulator. Got excited over there about the position. And time went by so fast. I thought I had more time to review this, but it went by quick. Time goes fast when you're having fun. We're going to get a breakout here, man. 17 is what I have. Where's my simulator? I got my orders at 17. Yeah. Close this and look at that, friends. Look at that. We are up $500 in the simulator. Not bad. 500 shares, 550 shares. And we're going to sell the 150. If I click, does it take the price? 17. 17. We're going to sell some right here. Submit. Wow. So it shows pending. Can I move this? Oh, I thought you could move it because the way it's set up. You can't, but there's perfect. All right. Let's see if we get filled at 17. Beautiful thing. So no excuses, friends. If you want to learn how to trade, you're starting out or you're young, you don't have the capital right now to pay for a platform. This is great. You can learn a lot from this alone. So just got to put the time in. I wish I would have done this when I was much younger. My risk could have been a lot higher than what it is now, starting out compared to
Right.
the beginning, because you could just, when you're young, there's no responsibilities. You just risk away and learn. So yeah, let's see. Looking to get filled here. 17 is coming up. Come on, baby, fill us.
Well, we're at 10:19. I don't know what to
Yeah.
make of this. I mean, it's Ben is directionally correct. I can't say that the timing was exactly right. Like, really, the timing for the long would have been about 5-6 minutes before
Yeah.
this, but he's not wrong that it's definitely not a short now. It's more of a long than
Mm-hmm.
a
Mm-hmm.
short. So
Yeah. Come on, QBTS. Get us filled. So, great example, guys. This trade is 550 shares. Not a boatload of shares. And look, we're up 550, right? $1. So you don't got to take a whole lot of shares to make a good profit, right? It's just get a good entry, have a strategy in place. That's more important. You know what? We're not gonna let this. We're not gonna let this profit go. I'm gonna partial right here. I'm gonna close the position. There we go. We're profitable on this trade. we, we're not gonna wait for 150. Open orders down here. You can cancel your open orders.
you
can
don't
look
feel you
at
want
your.
to even risk your sim trade?
No. I'm gonna trade the way I trade in real life. I would have been out. I would have partialed.
Come on, man.
Um,
Simulator. Let it ride.
nah,
What do you have
I'm
to
good.
lose? Go for 17.
No, it's okay. It's gonna
You
come
want
down.
your
I think.
simulated money?
I
You
want
want
my
your
simulated money.
electrons in the bank?
It's about being. It's about being. It's about being right. Not about the money. It's
Okay.
about, or not being right. Being disciplined, even in simulator.
Okay. All right. Fair
Oh
enough.
man, we're green. We're green. Spy choppy day. I don't. I don't think so. Well, yeah. If you look at the spy, yeah, I agree. Choppy day. But I don't know, man. There was a lot of really great moves. Like this spy is not representative 100% of the stuff we had in play. QBTS, just beautiful breakout. Even more now. Actually, it's gonna go to 17. Nvidia, beautiful short. It took a bit to get going, but beautiful short. And this is so your play. I was surprised you didn't take this, Peter, because this is so your entry here. Like this. Actually, you know what? No, because it was below the VWAP. Usually, when it gets above, then it drops down. You usually go in here short. This turned
Right.
out pretty good.
Yeah.
Turned out good. So that was good. That's not choppy. Tesla, beautiful breakout here. We were watching it, but it didn't give us the pullback. Beautiful breakout. We couldn't enter because of the pullback. Didn't come after the 3-minute mark. Also great play. Toppy. Quick drop. This could have been hard to enter, but here a lot of you guys enter at the VWAP and took a short. So again, that was clean. And the POTR, I wasn't watching it. It could have been a short opportunity here. I don't see a breakdown and a pullback. So maybe not for me, but for some people. So I don't know. I think depending what you're watching, there were some really good opportunities today on some of these tickers. Coreweave, a little bit messy.
There it
Great.
is. There's the push through 17, Carlos.
Yeah, I
Look.
see that 1705. Yeah, I've seen that now. I got desperate. I wanted a green trade. I'm gonna try to bring back this. I'm down 17,000 on my trading terminal. We're gonna try to come back. Does that stay there too?
I don't know.
So I closed my Tesla position. I wonder if that stays, and then you can track. Like, can I come back tomorrow and try to, make that back?
I would assume so. I mean, well, I don't know. If you close out the position, I assume it zeroes your account. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll find out. Find out tomorrow. But that's pretty neat that it keeps a swing trade. That's pretty cool. So keeps your information for a couple of days. QBTS, the best stock you're watching. Pig Wrestler. Yeah. Yep. me and Andrew would have probably been back in this trade, but we were messing around. It's our fault. We started messing around with the simulator. He started messing with it, then I started messing with it. You know, I know who to blame. But we started messing with the simulator, and we missed this trade.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
man.
was your type of trade for sure. So
Oh, wow. That is nice. Nice,
and
nice.
I should have taken that Nvidia short. Anyways, I'm not going to obsess
Yeah,
over that. But
this will be on
that's
your journal. Because this is your
yeah,
trade. Like,
absolutely.
yeah,
Yep.
it's your trade.
Yeah.
All good. All good. Um, it's fun. You hang around enough people long enough, you know how they trade. Like, you know what trades they'll take.
Mhm.
Because you've seen so many trades from them. It is interesting how that works. I'm still watching QBTS. Yeah, QBTS will be, even if you haven't traded it yet, it's in play all day. I think it's going to be in play all day, just given the nature of the volume. 128 million shares traded, friends. I mean, this thing is, look at this breakout. Beautiful, beautiful. You're waiting for your setup. Very good. Peter, could you live off your trading? He could, but he doesn't need to. Peter does well off. He did very well. Peter has done very well.
Yeah,
Peter, I'll
I'm
let you
sort of
answer
living
that.
a retiree's life. So yeah, it's just gravy. The trading amounts that I've got pays for my kids' vehicles and stuff.
Yeah, because I think you own like
Vacations.
you own 5 vehicles, and I think only 2 are actually you and your wife's.
Only 2 are at the house. Yeah, all the rest are
Yeah,
scattered around the world.
good
That's
stuff,
all right.
man. It's all about the kids. All about the kids.
Yeah.
So Elon spoke earlier. I was watching him on Bloomberg. I don't know when he's speaking next. Someone mentioned, James mentioned 2 p.m. EST. He'll be on CNBC, so we'll see. But he was on the mic earlier today, and we'll see what else happens here. QBTS is looking back at us and laughing and giving us a hand gesture as it takes off.
Showing you a digit.
Oh yeah. What do you guys think about diesel cars? I don't have no experience with diesel cars, but I do know a friend of mine. I call him friend now, but he was a senior person in our company. I was still very, very low level. He had a diesel Jetta, a Volkswagen Jetta, and that thing had that was his commuter car. He had 350,000 miles on it.
Oh, yeah.
And he said he loved the thing. Like, it just ran so smooth. So he said it was diesel, it was stick shift, so he swore by it. He's like, this car will, he's like, I will die before this car does. So, okay, it's good. It's good for the car. I don't know about you, but yeah. So, but that's the only experience I have with these. Like, I have never driven one or know any benefits. Peter, you know anything about these cars?
I've never owned one myself, but yeah, most people that I know that have the same sort of opinion, right? They're just like they're usually just functional, right? Like gas cost is relatively cheap. The only thing I've always made me nervous about them is that diesel typically in really cold weather, you gotta be more patient, right? You gotta leave time for it to warm up, right? To get going.
Okay.
But other than that, it's I got no reason to think they're bad.
Yeah. So there we go. Tesla 1019. I think we can call this somewhat. I think it was okay. It did push up higher on 1019 on Tesla. Not as much as we expected, but it did did get going here. Things are kind of cooling off a little bit, so we get close to 10:30. The only thing rocking here is QBTS. I don't have anything else that's moving decent. Nvidia. Yep. Let's see what else. Elon announced he's gonna scrap the electric and go diesel. Yeah, right. You want to see Tesla go to zero?
Yeah, that I don't believe for a second.
Yeah, fake news. Fake news. Well, the board will kick him off probably. They'll find a clause or some kind of thing to get his name off the company. UNH, Coreweave above the VWAP. This thing had a great run yesterday. Trying to do the same thing today.
Doing?
Hey, good morning,
Andrew. Good morning.
Guys, we had some amazing trading at the open today.
We've been watching you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very nice. I also traded the QBTS on the simulator, a real-time simulator in trading terminal. There was, which is free for everybody. Really found some delays and bugs and stuff. So we're working on it with the developers. Do you have my screen? How do you have my screen, Carlos? Can you get full screen as well?
Yeah, I think I got your full screen now. Is that your screen? Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Also share it in the chat room as well.
Yep, let me send it over.
So how's everybody doing? How was your trading? I know, Carlos, you killed it at the open. Did you catch the second move up as well?
No, because I saw you messing around with the simulator, so I went to mess with the simulator, and I missed it. So good.
Well, I mean, you
we did well.
Trade in the simulator. You just
I did. I took it in the simulator. Yeah.
So yeah, I made like $15,000 on the simulator, so that's pretty good.
Nice.
So as you see, you can see that the moves on that. And it seems that it's moving now, so I'm closing my position. So there you go. So that's my trade. That would have been very nice, but it was good because we found a quick bug on it, and I found a couple of really good suggestions for the people to have a better user experience on that. So if anyone wants to really test it, so this is free. You just have to create an account with username and password to make sure that you are not a bot, and then you can test it out and send us feedback and suggestions. There's a pop up here that you can actually send suggestions, so we can actually fix it. So if you love it, you can also type your experience if there is any issues or anything here. No, it doesn't have the hotkeys yet, but in the next phase, I think we're gonna release hotkey as well. So this is a project that I really want to continue working on that for the community. Just building it slowly. For the people that DAS might be a little bit too sophisticated, and a lot of people don't need it at this stage. The only issue.
Carlos had left an open position, so we noticed that it actually holds your positions if you wanted to actually practice swing trading on it as well. So
absolutely.
If you close the position, will it reset your P&L or will it hold that profit or loss? Do you know?
It does hold now, but this is also another thing that we want to do. So it does hold, so you can actually have your equity curve. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually make it, you can have multiple accounts for swing trading, for test, for simulator, and then maybe we do competition and funded accounts in there. Nice. We are a little bit away from that because I need to make sure. And then I'm connecting this one to a free journaling tool as well. So you don't need to pay for journaling. So you have everything over there. Automatically, you can fill it as well. We already have a journaling tool from Trading Terminal. We use it for Peak Capital bootcamps, but it's just for internal use. The only problem with having this fund free is that the data fee that we pay to NASDAQ is super expensive. Like it's just stupidly expensive because it's real-time data and they charge. If it's 20 minutes delayed, I think it's free actually. You just pay for the infrastructure. But when it's real time, then the NASDAQ and exchanges are in the business of selling data, so super expensive. But anyways, so let's get back into our own trading. So I'll put this one up here. So my trading, now Carlos, if you want to zoom in a little bit on that screen. Yep. So it was a pretty good trading day on QBTS. Obviously, you guys saw that. Saw that QBTS move at the open. I think Carlos also took it. I personally took that first as a 1 minute open range breakup because I wasn't sure if it's gonna move and it's not gonna give us any chance. Smaller share size went there. I got stopped out. Then as soon as it came back up, 5 minute became bullish engulfing. That's one of my favorite. That's one of my favorite patterns that I'm going to also talk about in the new book that is coming. So I took this long again with a much bigger size, and as you see, we got the break of pre-market high on 16. It came back, I got stopped out, and of course, we all knew that it's going to go to 17, but I just didn't touch it after that because you don't need to be in every single move when you've made $30,000. Why would you bother? So IG, real time simulator real time. It's not 15-minute delay. Sorry, Brian. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, that's okay. No, I was just going to say I took my trade. It took Tesla long at the open. Got a nice move up there. And after it dropped quite a bit, I shorted it at one point, so got the move down as well. So it was a a Tesla day.
Here, Andrew, we were observing you were showing off your Buddha for everybody in the chat room earlier. We didn't get to see it here on YouTube. Bring the Buddha back.
I'll bring it for you.
For our YouTube people.
Happy Buddha.
The happy Buddha, yeah.
So happy Buddha.
There he is.
You have trading day, look at the happy Buddha. He's someone that reminds you that the life is not about money, it's about. So I actually have a lot of Buddhas painting in my place because I've been to Nepal and Bhutan many times. So this Buddha is gonna get destroyed when I blow up my account. This is the last face that you see is Tiki Cube.
He's gonna fly out the window.
The last thing that Buddha sees
Buddha.
is DNA.
Poor Buddha, not his fault.
It goes to enlightenment by liberation.
So much for enlightenment.
I put on the necklace that you had given us. You brought us back some good luck.
Yeah.
Jewelry.
Those necklaces that I brought from Tibet, I actually did the ceremony around that main monastery in Lhasa.
Oh, there you go. I love it.
All right. So yeah, other than that, it was pretty good situation that we had. So I think no more open position day trading for me. I just have some TQQ and TQQ covered calls and bought some bonds and VOO too. So essentially I bought the deep, but let's see what's going to happen.
Yeah,
so
I bought some TNA for you. I have some TNA.
You bought the deep on IWM.
Yeah. I know it's your nemesis.
Yeah, I know. I'm terrified. Like it's just like I've been traumatized by this freaking TNA. Yeah. So any question, guys? Let's get some questions in the chat room or in Namaste, Amanda. Yeah, Namaste. Like I love Nepal. I'm gonna go back to Nepal again. I've been to Bhutan, which is the only Buddhist kingdom. I've been to Tibet, so I love Buddhism, the way that their teaching is and how they see society as a whole, and it's just a great energy. Everybody should go to, I think, Tibet and Nepal. I think more Westerners should go to China. Actually, I think that really when you go to China, you would be impressed, and then your view of China changes. Tibet is definitely an amazing place. It's just that place is unbelievable. So level 2, I'm using DAS. I recommend DAS Trader Pro. If you're using interactive brokers, we have a really good package that you can use, but that would be the best to use DAS for it. DAS level 2 is amazing. So I highly recommend that. So my book is set to release probably by the end of next week or something. TLT is down again.
Nvidia is popping up. Look, we're getting a bit of a rally here in the market. Maybe we're going to break out of this trading range we've been in. So basically been in this very tight trading range since about 950. So it looks like we're
SPIs.
breaking out now.
SPI is popping up. QBTS. Wow, it's amazing. It's plain land.
It took a bit of a long on SPY. Seem to be breaking out of this range right now. Gonna sell some here. Q is breaking out of this trading range as well. I was just waiting for that to happen. We spent so long, just about an hour, a little less than an hour, just trading in a very narrow range. I was just waiting to see which way we'd break. Always a bit of a bias, seems like a bias to the upside. So was looking more for an upside break.
So I'm gonna do a recording for Instagram. So we had a pretty amazing day on QBTS. So moved up from almost
Nice,
14 all the way up to. So we had this really
nice,
nice move up
Amanda. That
here. Very nice
yeah,
profit
nice.
that we
That was
had.
a bit
On live on YouTube,
of a
actually, you can see us live on YouTube that we're trading with Brian. So and there was
bit of a
another
double
really nice
bottom on Nvidia there.
17.
That was a
And we
nice trade if you caught that one.
our real-time simulator on trading terminal. So yeah, so that's $15,000 here in simulator that I built for free for all traders. You can use it, and you can actually go trade live with us in YouTube. And we have the happy Buddha who's helping us for trading, and such a beautiful day we have.
I think I'm on you, and I should be waving, I guess, eh? Fix my hair.
Yeah, so no, I just did the recording the video for Instagram, so showing off a little bit over there. Um, um,
Yeah, nice.
NVDA is
Nice
coming back.
matrix. Yeah, nice trade on Nvidia. Back at the VWAP, I'd be looking for, we'll see what happens here. See if we get a rejection here, if we can push through it. This is typically where I like to do shorts and longs off Nvidia tests or VWAP tests, but in this case, I'm thinking it's going to continue It's going to consolidate here and maybe continue higher.
All right. So sorry about that, guys. Any question, guys? 920 and QBTS. Let's check out the QBTS 920. Yeah, I kind of did the 920. I think the first 920 that happened was at 10. Let me see. I think it's already happened at 10:38. I don't know. Maybe what was that comments? Yeah. So that all kind of happened. But I don't know if it's going to pop back up or not. It seems that it slowed down a little bit. So my new book is complete. So the editing is also complete. The only thing that is left is just I'm adding a couple of trade books of our previous PCT traders, which were amazing. And by the next few days, I'm going to send it for the layouts and design, because you can't just publish it by Word. That might take a week or two, and then as soon as it's, we publish it today. So give me another end of May. Let's say June 1st. How's that? Yeah, that was really took me a very, very long time. That's probably the most comprehensive book on trading systems. So yeah, it's way bigger than the previous first book as well. So I haven't decided the title yet, but Alan, we might run a poll in the chat room later today. I'm going to go to the office and get some work done on that. All right, so that's a pretty
Nice.
good situation that we have everywhere.
Getting them move up on the markets a bit. The Nvidia did try to get through the VWAP there. It's kind of what I thought would happen. It looks like it might want to go higher.
What are you trading,
AMD
Brad? NVIDIA?
came back. That was a nice bounce off it. One of the Camarilla pivots. I'm thinking I'm long some Uber on a swing trade as well. I'm thinking it's probably going to go to 100. Nice round number. IWM's actually green on the day.
I really went green. It just popped up now.
Yeah, that's good. It's good for my TNA trade. I think Nvidia is going to go higher. It's got 134 is going to maybe an issue here. It's got that's where S3, one of the Camarilla pivots sitting right there. If we still get a move on the SPY and Qs.
That's a really nice move and then big drop.
Think we go green on the day with the SPY. Kind of looks like it might want to go there.
Yeah, it looks like it's going up. SPY.
It's stalling here. And Nvidia is spending a little bit too much time trying to break out of this range here. It's kind of, if I was long, it'd make me a little bit nervous.
When is the Memorial Day? Is it a stat holiday?
Yes, it's
Is
on
it
Monday.
26? Next Monday?
Yeah, it's next. Yeah, it's next Monday.
Is the market closed?
Yes.
It's a terminal calendar. We can see that actually. Monday, yeah, market
What have we
closed.
got with Apple? Apple's
So
moving
Monday
up.
is market closed. Good. Because I'm going to Italy this Friday.
What's on Friday?
I'm going to Italy this Friday. So that's good.
Oh, which part of Italy?
I'm going to Naples and then on the coast in that area. Timothy Sykes invited me to his villa. So I think he lives 2 hours around that area.
You can. Are you gonna climb Mount Vesuvius?
I don't know. We'll do something. Like I'm invited by Timothy Sykes. I was invited to his house. They had apparently has a villa there. So let's see. Amalfi Coast, huh? Maybe there. Yeah, Timothy Sykes actually said you can bring one of your best students. Who's the best trader in the community? Maybe I can bring you to Italy. Who would be to? I'm definitely not the best trader myself. Yeah, 752. Did Peter trade? How was Peter's trading? And
I don't think Peter usually does. Peters doesn't usually trade at the open. He does sometimes. I think he typically likes to wait for his setups, which are double tops, and he likes his end of day trade.
So he does.
yeah, it's amazing
got-
that like people they develop systems completely different. Like right now, Avi and Thor are trading live with P Capital Bootcamp people. like Eamon said, for example, nothing A plus today. For me, the QBTS was perfect A plus setup. So people completely see things differently, set up their systems differently, and that's the beauty of the market.
Yeah.
Like Eamon has been pretty consistent. I've been following him for many years now. But again, for him, there was nothing A plus setup because he has a different multiple time frame system that is trading. So sometimes I had horrible days. Brian have amazing days, or other people have amazing days. So it's really all about how you build a system for yourself and execute that system. It's not about it's a good market or bad market. When people say it's market is bad and stuff, I always think that is it really, or it's just your system doesn't work right now. For example, sometimes we trade Tesla and Nvidia, they become super choppy, and then the penny stocks are running. You see, other penny stock traders are having amazing time on there, but they are never here in this environment. So, or
Yeah.
I don't know, crypto is getting really amazing moves. I found crypto and equities are, both of them become volatile at the same time. There's no way that crypto is crazy and then the stock market doesn't move up, because there's a lot of companies correlated. But there is a lot of time that the stock market is volatile, or stocks are volatile, and the crypto is not volatile.
Now we're kind of stuck in a trading range again here with the SPY and Qs.
Oops, what happened? My life fell apart.
Have to wait to see which direction we break out of this time. I think bias is still to the
Carlos,
upside.
I
Wouldn't
need
be
to stop sharing
surprised
my
if
screen. Sorry.
wouldn't be surprised if we go green on the day with the SPY.
I hate this feature of
Nvidia looks like it's just creeping higher here now. Same with AMD. Yeah, we do. We will add on pullbacks. Well, bookmap is it really is just a different way of view level two. I mean, if you I really like bookmap. I like the visual aspect of it.
Sorry, I'm back, Carlos. Sorry about
And kind of like the way you can look back at the history of level two. Not only does it give you sort of where the existing orders are right now, it also shows where they used to be. So and I kind of like the pictorial representation of volume with the bubbles, so you can kind of see if see where the volume's coming in. So I mean, I like bookmap, but obviously the downside of bookmap is it's an extra tool to pay for. We just got a drop on SPY and the Qs. If you go to trading terminal, you'll see that we do have the calendar does show that we do have a few Fed speakers today. So I think that caused a bit of volatility here in the first half hour or so.
Market is rolling over. Is president speaking?
Well, level 2 is basically a pictorial representation, or bookmaps a pictorial representation of level 2. They're the same thing, they're just presented differently.
QBTS looks like it wants to go higher again. Doesn't want to go down, no? Okay, guys, so it's 8. I think I need to stop down. I might actually do a recap later today. I know Paris is in Vancouver, so he's not going to be on YouTube. So Phil is starting the small account options trading mentorship at 11 right now in the webinar room. So you guys go if you want to learn options day trading. Phil is a great trader. And yeah, so yeah, thanks everybody. Anthony, email me about this, so we'll fix it if there's an issue. If you can email me and Mike, that would be nice. And yeah, thank you so much, guys. Amazing. And today also we have the webinar by, I think today is Brandon is talking about VWAP trading. So that's another thing for elite members if you want to attend. And yeah, all the best, guys. I'll see you tomorrow morning in the chat, guys.
We're dropping here. Okay, guys, keep it green. We'll see you again tomorrow, hopefully. Cheers, everybody, and please give us a like and subscribe if you're on and haven't done so already.